Penang not transit point for drug trafficking. PKR insists Anwar can still be PM. Hi, I'm Sohaila Sarfuddin with Cuppa News. While acknowledging that drug-related activities existed in Penang, IGP Tan Sri Khalid Abu Bakar denied a claim that internationally linked syndicates have made the state a transit hub for drugs smuggled from the Golden Triangle.
Just because dadah tu datang ke Pulau Pinang ataupun ada 2-3 orang yang daripada Pulau Pinang yang terlibat dalam pengedaran dadah itu tidak bermakna negeri itu adalah satu hub. Ya. Jadi untuk mengatakan bahawa Pulau Pinang ini menjadi satu hub pengedaran itu tak berapa tepatlah. Ya.
Khalid was responding to a statement by Thailand's Narcotics Suppression Division Acting Commander for Area 4 South, Major General Dusadi Chusanki, as reported by Bernama on Sunday. Dusadi claimed Penang was a hub for drugs because of its port and existence of Malaysian syndicates with connections with those in other countries. On a separate matter, police are investigating whether a constable stabbed during a scuffle at a restaurant in Selayang Point condominium on Wednesday was wrongly targeted.
Ya, kita sedang menyiasat punca kejadian itu ada kemungkinan ada silap sasaran. Ya. Jadi anggota polis itu yang secara kebetulan ada di situ, biarlah kita siasat. Ya. Apapun dia keadaannya stabil dan kita doakan dia cepat sembuh.
He added the police have identified individuals involved in the incident and will arrest more suspects. In the 5:40 a.m. incident, the policeman was stabbed during a scuffle with a man he had mistaken for a waiter whom he thought had ignored his order for roti canai. A fight ensued when the officer went after the man for making a rude hand gesture. 2 men have since been detained. PKR President Datuk Sri Dr. Wan Azizah Wan Ismail is not losing hope that her husband, Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim, still stands a chance of becoming Prime Minister even if he continues to be behind bars.
Have Pakatan accept the fact that Anwar could never be the next Prime Minister?
What do you never okay.
Her sentiment was shared by Pakatan Harapan member Khalid Samad.
Because he's been responsible for the reformation, for the reformasi, and he's contributed a lot to the understanding of the revival or the understanding of the rakyat for the need for change. He's been the number one victim of the Barisan National policies against him, imprison him, and so on and so forth. So we cannot just say, okay lah, we thank you very much, and you stay in prison. We take over from here.
Anwar is currently serving a 5-year jail sentence for his second sodomy conviction. Upon his release, the 69-year-old would have to wait 5 years before being eligible to contest in an election. At the press conference, Wan Azizah was asked to comment on Dr. Mahathir Mohamed's claim that BRIM was tantamount to bribery and therefore illegal or a crime from the point of law.
Actually, whatever is given from the government, that is actually should be given to the people. It's not bribery. It's their right to have. And if they are qualified to get this any of this help from the government, I think they should be able to be given this. That our criticism is that not everybody gets, but everybody gets GST. Everybody gets to pay GST, but not everybody gets to get PRIM. That's another thing. But of course, I can see that sometimes you are given something that then the government says that look, it's the BN government. Now you see the Selangor government. Actually, together you want a government that is giving good governance to all people.
Under the 2017 budget, the financial aid was raised to 1,200 ringgit for every household earning less than 3,000 ringgit per month. Meanwhile, Second Finance Minister Datuk Johari Abdul Ghani urged politicians not to exploit BRIM as it would affect the well-being of the people. In a statement posted on the ministry's Facebook page, he said the provision of financial aid by the government to the low-income group was not a new concept and has been practiced In many countries worldwide, Johari also said he was saddened by former Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamed's accusations that BRIM was a form of bribe to get votes for Barisan Nasional. Environmental activist Puan Sri Sharifah Sabrina Said Akil says she is shocked that police arrested her over a Facebook post which she considers as a general remark on deforestation and not an offensive statement against the Sultan of Johor.
What happened was, I can say that it's horrible that my civil liberty was taken away so very easily. And I am totally shocked with my arrest, which made me feel and look like a criminal. And I do not have any vicious or any sensitive issues to be, to make it such a big issue about all this. It's just a general remark.
The PERCA president will be appearing in court in March and hopes the case will be resolved.
I want all the citizens of Malaysia, we rakyat of Malaysia, we have to be responsible in taking care of our nature, whatever it is, because our rainforest we cannot buy back.
Sharifah Sabrina and her assistant Nurhayati Shahrom are being investigated under Section 233(1)A of the Malaysian Communications and Multimedia Act. In a separate development, 4 University Malaya students, including Anis Shafiqah Muhammad Yusof, filed an originating summons at the Kuala Lumpur High Court seeking an order that the tertiary institution's disciplinary action against them is unconstitutional. The students were fined 400 ringgit each, while 3 of them are facing a 1-semester suspension from February next year for their participation in the Tangkap MO1 rally in August. They named UM, the Higher Education Minister, and the government as defendants in the suit. They are also seeking a declaration that Section 15(3)B of the University and University Colleges Act 1971 and Regulations 3 and 13 of Discipline of Students Regulations 1999, which bar students from taking part in a peaceful demonstration, violate their rights to freedom of speech and expression, and to assemble peacefully. In other news, at least 6 people are dead and 18 others missing after Typhoon Nock-Ten lashed in Philippines over the Christmas holidays. More than 429,000 people in vulnerable areas spent Christmas in shelters after authorities moved them to safety on higher ground. Nock-Ten had been expected to bring heavy rains and winds to Manila, but the typhoon lost force as it crossed the eastern islands. An Indian plane carrying 161 passengers and crew skidded off the runway at Goa Airport early Tuesday, injuring 15 people.
There were pregnant women, there were newborn babies. It is very sad what's happened on the ground. But luckily it happened on the ground. If it was in the air, in the dark, we didn't know where we were.
The Indian Navy, which runs the airport in Western India, said it was not clear what caused the Jet Airways plane to veer off the runway while aligning for takeoff. No, Britney Spears is not dead. Yet her fans' hearts may have skipped a beat when tweets purportedly from Sony Music Entertainment claimed the pop music icon had died. Sony Music quickly deleted those tweets and apologized for the confusion, saying that its social media account had been compromised. Cyber hacking group Our Mind claimed credit for the hoax tweets. Britney did not react directly to the tweet, but her manager confirmed the 35-year-old singer was fine and well. Hit me, baby, one more time. And that's all we have, folks. Good night.